Hello and welcome to Piece of English. Piece of English is an English podcast to help you enhance your English level. Today we talk about motivation. So, how do you motivate yourself? How do you keep yourself motivated to do anything you have to do? Maybe work, maybe studying. How do you do this? Some people drink a cup of coffee. Some people just take a shower. Some people follow this system of rewarding. Rewarding yourself. For example, if I have to study, so I promise myself if I finish this part of studying, this page or this text, I will eat a chocolate, for example. So this is like promise yourself that you will do something good to yourself. But if you finish this part, after you finish this planned or scheduled part, this way is really good, rewarding yourself. Or other people can just do sports. Doing sports, especially walking, will keep you motivated to do anything you have to do in your life. So these are just different ways to keep yourself motivated. Of course, there are other ways. But here is another question. Do you think you can motivate yourself to do anything regardless of this thing? Or you need to do something that you really like to be motivated? So do you think it depends on what you do, if you are motivated or no? Or you just can do anything? Maybe after you drink a coffee or go for a walk or just like this, you can do anything, regardless of this task you have or of this thing you have. So what do you think? Actually, for me, I think that the task I have should be something that I like. Um, of course, not everyone does what they like. Not everyone has this a good part of life all the time that we do or that we only do what we like. But as much as we can. If the task is really interesting, if the task is really something I like, so this is better. I'll be motivated naturally. Otherwise, I will just keep procrastinating it. Procrastination, like, okay, I'll do this tomorrow. Okay, I'll do this after 2 hours, after 3 hours. I just sleep a little while, or I'll just sleep for um, the night and then start in the morning. Just keep procrastinating till the last minute uh, to deliver this task. Okay, now let's take studying English, for example. What if a person doesn't really like studying English? What if we have a student? Because I really had much of or a lot of these students, they really don't like to study English. They just have to study it, maybe because of their work or because they need it at school. It's just like a step for them they have to take. So, what if the person doesn't like to study English? How do you motivate yourself in this case? Well, here there is a small trick. Now you can find a funny studying way or an interesting studying way for yourself. For example, um, studying English wasn't really this much fun for me, maybe like 11 or 12 years ago. I had to study English like a lot of time. Of course, I still study it until now, but before I work as a teacher, I had to study it for a long time in the day. It's not that I don't like English, but the idea of studying, I have to study this. So this made me somehow demotivated. So why do I have to study? It's just boring. And then, so to break this um, wall between you and studying the thing that you don't like, You have to find an interesting way to study. So back then, I just like to read mystery books or watch mysterious shows and so on. So I found the books that I like. I started listening to them. I started reading them. So this is a very good way. If you don't like to study English as English, studying, so please find an interesting way, or you can at least find, an interesting way to study. A book that you like, a movie that you like, I don't know, a show that you prefer to watch. So anything in English will be enough as long as it is interesting to you and not boring and doesn't make you feel as if you are like, oof, I have to do this. I'm just doing this because I have to do it. No, it doesn't have to be like this. So of course I'm just sharing, I'm just sharing again like an opinion of mine. If you have other opinions, please share with us in the comments. And thank you for listening.